All right, folks, we are ready to go. We've got them on screen right now. It is 2003 Crash 2 Advance by CDRomatron. Take it away, my friend.
Welcome, welcome, one and all. I'm also looking forward to the great games. I'm sure they're right after this one. There is no typos in the title. This is full title 2003 Crash II Advance. This is a bootleg developed by Syntax, our friends that made Donkey Kong 5. So that'll give you a sense of quality. We're just going to jump in. I'll explain things as we go. Time can start whenever, now-ish. Stage 1. Generally, rule of thumb, graphics, if something looks alright, it's probably stolen from another game. Same with the music. I learned after the Donkey Kong run that almost all the music from that was actually from Pokemon Pinball. So yeah, you'll see various assets. I'm sure they're from various other things. We're doing vaguely Crash Bandicoot related things. We're jumping around, we're picking up apples, we're breaking boxes. There's gems. Got one. We're going to position ourselves to walk off this platform right to the end. There we go. Are we going to get the skip? This is the biggest skip in the game. No, we didn't. For some reason, this whole save screen can just not load after the first level. So here's my favorite part from Crash Adventure 2, where he runs away from the gun truck.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Never mind. Never mind. I'm losing it.
So this is a 1.5-minute long auto-scroller. Luckily, it is the only one. It sucks that it is literally a minute into the run. I don't exactly remember the time Crash died to a truck. You can see as well just how bad the frame rate is. This is not on emulator, this is physical hardware. This is how bad it really runs. It controls as well worse than it looks. A lot of times, if I'm doing weird-looking movement, it's probably because it's the most consistent way of actually being able to do something. Whilst I'm here, and whilst we're waiting, instant dress to the haggis. No a blessing of the haggis. I have been holding back trying to say that on this stream for about an hour and a half now, and I'm glad we're finally able to fix that. So cheers, Ark, for backing me up on that.
Yeah, it is an address. It's not a blessing.
So you want to know the best thing about this level? So the truck doesn't stop when we reach the end platform, so it's completely RNG whether or not we die at the end of this level and just need to do it all over again.
Wait, what?
Oh my god.
Also, it's annoying me because I know Crash. Do you body slam in this game at all?
No, it's a Game Boy game, so the only buttons are A, B, start, and select.
So those purple and red boxes do nothing, just get in your way?
Some of them explode, or some of them cause death at least.
Oh, okay.
Emphasis on some of them. Truck,
oh,
please.
oh,
there
oh.
we go.
Oh, no. No!
Hey,
no.
we lived.
Hey.
That's right.
Thank
Cool,
God.
save the game. Level 3. Don't worry, no more auto-scrollers after this. We're going to jump over this guy, jump over to the left. Every level we need to go and get the gem. So, you know, really traditional Crash Bandicoot gameplay here. Now, spinning in this game has been significantly nerfed. Crash can't move when he spins. He just moves like a few pixels forward, and that's all you get with spinning. So you've kind of got to hope the enemy walks into your spin.
What a joy.
We're going to bounce up here. This is going to look really risky, but it's absolutely free. You just hold right. Now, what's the most iconic Crash Bandicoot boss? Aside from, like, the Cortex.
Oh, no. Engine, maybe?
Oh, Dingo Dial.
Cool, well, we're
Good
coming
job.
up to the first boss here. Don't you remember Mermaid?
Oh, how could I forget?
Now, Crash has this wonderful power of being completely invincible during the pause screen when everything else still functions as normal. So if a bat's flying towards me, I can just pause the game, and the bat will fly through me, the boss will continue. Luckily in bosses you have 3 hit points, but we won't need to worry about that. These bosses also take a ridiculous number of hits. Crash changes color as he takes damage.
You know, you're right. It really is Crash Adventure 2. That's Chaos Control.
Cool, there we go, Mermaid done. Now, what's worse than terrible physics? Terrible ice physics.
Oh.
So we've got to do a high jump here. If you don't know how to do a high jump, you cannot beat this level. Doing a position here to land up here on the ice. We're going to jump with the dinosaur. I've got to be really careful here. This is a one-up box. There's spikes on the bottom side of this platform here. The spike hitbox bleeds into the upper part, so I can't stand it directly above where those spikes are. I've got to be really careful here as well, just because inputs are atrocious. We're going to jump really high over most of this, just to avoid as much of the level as possible. There's another one up, although hopefully we won't need them.
Oh.
Yeah, sometimes the game can just spike you, and you've got to hope that it's alright. And wonderful, end of level 4. 5 lives, that's amazing. On to stage 5. This is the real difficulty spike of the game. I'm going to be really careful around this pooing pig as well.
Ooh.
I was not careful around the pooing pig. I should have been more careful.
My favourite classic Crash enemy.
Yeah.
Pooing pig.
Oh my gosh. He is absolutely decimating me today. This is not the hard part of the level. It'll be fine. There we go. So I've got to be careful around these bats. Crash only has 1 hit point in this game. So 1 hit means death, and there's no, like, Aku masks. Where did the bat just despawned? Okay, I've never seen that happen before. Sometimes there's a dragon there. That's also a cat with a gun. The gun does fire, mostly. I think that's from a Disney cartoon or something. Yeah, there was meant to be a dragon back there on that platform we jumped up to near the end. We're also doing this level backwards. You're not meant to jump up here. Presumably they just didn't position the thingy high enough. So that's why all the enemies are facing the wrong way and none of them are spawning. I've got to be careful as well not to pick up what that looks like a crystal. That's a weapon. Sometimes it's a sword, sometimes it's a gun. It's never consistent, and for some reason it seems to weigh Crash down, where his jump height is nerfed whilst holding a weapon. Which seems like an absurdly, weird detail to include in this. So I'm just being very careful here through platforming. I should have been more careful about it through platforming. There's also no checkpoints in this game. So we're just going to have to go back through this again one more time. I'm maybe going to take a quick death here, actually, just because I've died a few times, and get to a game over just to reload back into the level. Whilst I'm doing that, Ark, any messages?
Of course, we want to let you all know that we do have a number of incentives still available right now for the event. The next one that we have coming up is for the game Echo Point Nova, going to be run by Steamer10 here. They are going to do some extra bosses. In the any percent run, you normally skip a few bosses, but instead, if we meet the incentive, then they will do a couple of extra bosses for us through it, upgrading the category. We're currently at £80 out of the 200, so quick math means £120, which will get us very close to £2,500 as well. Please do keep your donations coming in. Let us know in the donors what you think about this Crash game. Yes, please do.
Okay, so going back through this level now, maybe we'll see the dragon this time. I mean, it's not a very ferocious dragon. I've got to be really careful around these bats as well. Their hitbox is a bit smaller than it seems, so you can dodge them, but it's way safer just jump around them. Gonna do high jump here. Nice pixels in the air. And this is down here.
I have to say the crawl animation is probably the best crawl animation I've ever seen in a video
Oh, it's
game.
absolutely iconic. That was fast. I should do that in runs. So yeah, similar to actual Crash, if you're crouching and then jump, he does a higher jump, which is neat. Just gonna be careful here. Make sure I remember where I am in the level. There we go. There we go. Now, the reason I wanted so many lives coming out of this level is because the next level is just sometimes impossible. So let's just hope that the enemy that makes it really hard doesn't spawn. Pretend I also didn't just die to the first enemy. That's embarrassing. So those platforms are ripped straight from Crash XS, except the hitbox is never consistent on them, and they're all wrong. Sometimes only the left part of the platform exists, sometimes only the right part of the platform exists. Gotta dodge the knife-throwing penguin, accidentally picked up the sword. You know, Crash's iconic weapon. We may or may not need to use the pausing strategy to get through these next little bits, so I'm going to be careful. I'm going to jump on to that platform without getting shot, because there is a cat possibly ahead, although I don't think the cat spawned, which is wonderful. Yes, okay, it didn't spawn. Wonderful, we can complete the level. Sometimes there's a cat there that spawns, which you can't make that jump, and ooh, the dragon also did not spawn. We haven't seen a single dragon. Let's go. Yeah, sometimes the enemies just don't spawn, and it's nice. How many hits is it reasonable for a boss to take?
5.
Cool, count with me, chat. 1. Oh, yeah, flashing lights warning, sorry. 2. You can't really hit him when he's on the left side.
It's classic Crash boss.
3. 4. Also, sometimes you die if you fall down here, but sometimes it's fine. I'm not going to risk it. Where are we at? 6.
5.
5.
Yeah.
6?
6.
Numbers are hard.
7.
8.
Still going.
If I pause the game, the lights stop as well. But he still keeps going.
9.
You're doing a much better job
Dead.
than me, thank you.
11. 12.
Also, I welcome anyone after this. You're welcome to play this game. I'll get it set up in the casual room. You're welcome to see if you can get past the first level.
Not again.
13.
You've done this before, not again.
14.
And surprise,
15.
time!
Wow.
Wow, that just came out quick.
Yep. That is 2003 Crash 2 Advance, the end. The intro is atrocious. It is written really badly, and it's very funny to read. I also wasn't holding a button to skip that. I was going to let it play for a minute, whatever. Thanks for having me. Look forward to the good games after this. Yeah, I think it's Sonic. It's probably Sonic, statistically.
It is Sonic. It's Sonic Battle.
Oh, heck yeah. It's a Game Boy one.
It is a Game Boy one. Whether you think it's good or not, your mileage may vary.
It's going to be good. Anyway, you guys stick around for that. Thanks, Klaxi, for joining me for this.
Thank you.
The huge adventure, technically, maybe, possibly. Yeah, thanks for having me.
Well, before you go,
Yep.
we do have a donation here for you. We have a $25. I said dollar. Damn it! I said I was going to do dollars. I failed. I've let it go. We have a £25 donation from Tiny Tim that says, "Hey all, dedicating this donation to the amazing Mizzo and HUD601 who provided me with transport to and from the event yesterday. Thank you so much." So, Arg, when will we see this and Sonic 8 in your speedrun repertoire? Cheers. Would you mind enlightening the world about what Sonic 8 is in your world?
Do I have a minute?
Yes. So, context for those of you wondering, there is a category that we do called the Sonic 8 that is a multi-game Sonic speedrun that runs the classic Genesis games plus Mania, basically. So 1, 2, 3, Knuckles, CD, 3D Blast, Spinball, Mania. This is Sonic 8. That's a noise.
Oh, yeah, it is. Volume.
It's beautiful.
Welcome. That said, Sonic Adventure there. This has been set up in the practice room to attempt to play. The keyword in there is attempt.
So it doesn't play anything like Sonic. It kind of plays a bit more like Mario, where you've got to jump on them. He has a spin dash, but it doesn't do anything because you can't hit enemies whilst in a ball.
It also slows you down when you go downhill. And yeah, this has been set up. I have given up trying to play this game right now. This game is mean.
Yeah, I played this game for a good solid like 20 minutes. I can be the first level. I'm not going to try here. But yeah, thanks for indulging this insanity.
Indeed, indeed. Could you just go down the party pit there for us? Yay! You fall in and you ain't getting out. But there we go. Thank you very much for that run, Mike. Absolutely amazing. And for indulging the Sonic 8 there. We're going to take a quick intermission. We'll get ourselves set up for the next run. We'll see you all in a couple of minutes, folks.